Good morning. Welcome to a special Mother's Day edition of Harness News Live. What else could all you mothers ask for on Mother's Day but another edition of the show? Of course, it's May 14th, episode 9, I think. I can't remember. I lost track of count of that. I'm back. Thank you to my boy Ace, who covered for me last on Wednesday. I had a great talk with Melissa Keith and his and Garnett Barnsdale. So thank you again, Ace, for doing that. But I am back. Took some time off to go explore the wonderful world of hockey, and yeah, what a week that was. But today, we're back to horse racing. For now, I know there's probably a lot of Leaf fans out there that might not have much to do right now. So let's dive into some hockey or some horse racing. Coming up here, we're going to talk about the Juravinsky Memorial Limbs that are going to go down. We also got the SBOA stake eliminations. Talk a little bit about what's going down in New York and at Vernon Downs. We also have the 150,000 Battle of Bunker Hill. Forest City Pace with a couple of some decent horses going set to go in that one. We'll also talk about someone who hit a nice 200 million milestone. Then we'll jump back to London and do the City of London series. A lot of leg ones, or all the leg ones have been completed. We have a horse in focus to talk about, and Northside Downs opening up yesterday. And of course, a quick look at everything going down with our Harness Link correspondents. But first, we'll jump to Flamborough Downs and talk about the Charles Dravinsky Memorial Cup, the signature race of the year at Flamborough. Seems to be the headliner and surefire favorite coming into this one will be By the Missile, 2022 Little Brown Jug champion. Also, he won the Adios final, the Milstein Memorial and Ohio Sire Stake Championship, and the Money Circle last year. Yannick Gringra will drive the gelding for Ron Burke in the second elimination. That's a horse that I'm really excited to see the damage he could do at Flamborough. The elimination fields will also include other big names such as Cold Creek Queso, who comes off of the Ontario Sire Graduate Series win, and he's also last year's Messenger Stakes. And also last year's Messenger Stakes winner. Please let me know. And Pennsylvania Sire Stakes champ forever. Boy, so some pretty top-heavy competition for the 2022 Little Brown Jug champion By the Missile. Should be a dandy there. The eliminations are races 5 and 7 Sunday, I guess tonight at Flamborough. And wow, with us having the Sunday show now, I'm a little thrown off on my days, and I've barely seen any sunlight over the last week, being stuck in the rink at Seven Oaks Arena here in Winnipeg. But yeah, really excited to watch the Charles Juravinsky Memorial Pace, which of course was renamed in honor of the late founder of the track last year. The finals is set for Sunday, May 21st. It was also previously called the Confederation Cup, of course, and the final will carry an estimated purse of $261,000. Big lump of change, and there's some big horses going down into that one. Really excited to see that. We'll probably tee that one up, the finals. We'll do a recap of how the eliminations go on Wednesday's show probably, and we'll talk a little bit about how that one is going to shake up. We're going to move over now to the stage. The stage is set for the first big event of the season for top OSS horses, the SBOA stakes. Following the eliminations for both the trotting male division on Friday, Osceola and Tuscan Prince both blitzed out big miles on their seasonal debuts. Osceola charged down the lane and won a battle of the closers by a head in the first eliminations. Let's see what happened down that exciting stretch drive.
And they come into the stretch. It's What an Angel on the lead. Derbyshire from the pocket spot reemerges. But What an Angel is still clear by a length. Derbyshire trots up late now. Osceola, hasty bid from the backfield, 4 wide and flying. But it's Osceola coming through between. And they come into the stretch.
And they say harness racing isn't exciting. That's a close finish there by Osceola, just winning down the stretch. The win was timed in 1:53.1, which is 2 seconds faster than the Colts' prior best. Osceola won 3 Ontario Sire Stake Golds last year and made it to the Breeders' Crown Breeders' Crown final. Wow. Tuscan Prince was also impressive in the second elimination. The gelding held tough down the lane to take the second elimination and beat Osceola's time with a clocking 152 and 3. Let's take a looky at that one here.
Tuscan Prince wants to leak off the rail. Coming through an opening at the inside now. Passerino. Passerino takes on Tuscan Prince. Drifting Tuscan Prince. Passerino scooting through at the pylons. Passerino and Tuscan Prince coming to the line together. Tuscan Prince on the outside still with the lead. And it's Tuscan Prince to win. Tuscan Prince, then Passerino and Snowpiercer and Musical Ride. And a late driving Light the Candles in 152 and 3.
Well, good thing Tuscan Prince held on. Was going really wide there, but was able to hold on. Tuscan Prince had a prior best of 154 and 4, meaning he improved by more than 2 seconds to begin the year. Now 4 for 11 lifetime. He made the journey from grassroots to gold last year and won the series final leg. All finalists are now confirmed for the SBOA stake finals on May 20th. We'll also go over that on Wednesday's show as well. Moving away from like live racing action to talk about what's going down at Vernon Downs. Unfortunately, it sounds like they're on the brink of closure and may see its operation by the end of the year. Union representing the track's workers announced that the casino will be unfortunately forced to close by the end of the year of how things are going. The harness track would go with it and would be would hopefully unfortunately end by September. Jeff Gurrell, who owns and operates the track, said the venue lost more than about $2 million last year. That's a big pill to swallow there. Gurrell and the union are asking for $2 million in tax breaks from the state government. Gurrell says he hopes he can reach a deal with the New York government to keep the business and therefore racing going. This is the 70th season of racing there at Vernon Downs. My thoughts are obviously are with them and the hope that we can get it going. We don't need more tracks. We don't need more tracks shutting down. That's not what we need right now. We see a lot of tracks. It's actually a weird time. We're seeing some tracks hitting personal bests. We see tracks making handle records like Fraser, and I believe Ace was talking with Mel where Churros was second all time in the last 10 years or something like that. And we're seeing some big numbers here. We potentially have a new track opening in Manitoba, I hope. And we also have, things of that nature. Mohawk keeps killing it and keeps doing everything great. But unfortunately, there's just some tracks that, we're not seeing great things coming from them, or, unfortunately hitting some rough times with Vernon Downs. Of course, we know what happens in Florida. If we go to our sister sport of thoroughbred, we see, Hollywood Park is gone. What could be going down in Chicago. We see what happened in Saskatoon and Marquess Downs. We shut that down because, a soccer team's coming, but that soccer team has not yet expanded, I don't think. So, we see a lot of unfortunate things happen. We see some positive and we see some negative. So hopefully we can figure all this out in the industry. But back to some racing action here. The Grand Circuit reaches Plain Ridge Park this Monday with a $150,000 Battle of Bunker Hill. The field is set. We got 7 set to go to post right there. Look at that nifty graphic. Thank you, Ace. We got, starting from the inside, Bright Expectation. Number 2, we got Buddy Earl. In the 3 hole, we got Kobe B. 4, we got Enter Mischief. The 5, we got Cowson Road. 6, we got Spitfire Overseas. And 7, we got Herodontus. So 7 going there for $150,000 on Monday night. We'll recap that on Wednesday's show as well, even if it's just briefly. Should be a good, exciting one of action. Jumping back to Mohawk here, we got some the defending champ Gia Surreal and not back to Mohawk, but back north of the border. Horses that usually race at Mohawk. We got Gia Surreal and Mohawk Powerhouse. So much more. We'll go head to head in the $50,000 Forest City Pace, the main undercard event to the Kamlook Classic, which will be all over the Kamlook Classic when we get closer to that. Gia Surreal won the 2022 Forest City Pace and the first edition in 10 years. She blew away her rivals by more than 5 lengths in that race. Her opponent list from that race includes the Barn Dogs Watching, who has beat Gia Surreal at Mohawk twice in the past 2 weeks. Wonder if that one will. I wonder if she'll get an invite to this as well. But so far, it also includes So Much More, who has also been confirmed to get an invite. That mare gutted out a victory against tough male rivals in the free for all at Woodbine Mohawk Park on May the 6th. The two-time O'Brien Award winner finished last in 2022, but is in the sharpest of form heading into this year's edition. Next up, we got a little milestone mark. Big congratulations to George Brennan, who reached 200 million in earnings. Only the 7th driver in North American harness racing history to do so. Lucky number 7 to do it. The Reinsman ticked over the milestone as he won with Payson Pryden at Yonkers, his home track, on Saturday. He has been a prolific driver for the past 2 decades, nicknamed the Minister of Speed. If only our government actually had one of those, things would maybe get done. He would have more than 600 races in each year from 2010 to 2012. The 56-year-old made his sulky debut in 1981 and has spent most of his time in the northeastern United States. Brennan is also the 10th all-time on career wins list, now 131 wins behind George Napoleano Jr. So congratulations goes to him, and best luck going forward. I'm sure he'll keep raising up those standings. Now, let's talk a little bit about the City of London series. It's on their way. Our boy Sugar Doyle had the call, like always at Western Fair, and this is what went down. We had all the first legs are now in the book, starting off with the Fillies and Mare Pacers, 4-year-olds and youngers. The first winner was No Money Honey, who won in 156 and 2. The next edition, we saw Oh Gouda win 158 flat. We also had Steel Beauty winning in 156 flat. And that rounds out the Fillies and Mares. So, yeah, we had Steel Beauty, Oh Gouda, and No Money Honey, the winners in the first leg paces for that one. Moving on to the horse and gelding pacers, Sporty Bob with Tyler Borth, and Tyler Borth also won with Boomtown Boy, so he has a pair to kick off the horse and geldings leg one. There was also Troubles of Bruin, won in 156. So the horse and geldings, again, winners were Sporty Bob, Boomtown Boy, and Troubles of Bruin. If we moved over to the trotters, which went down Friday night, we saw Ocean View Massey, again with Tyler Borth, 158 and 1, trotting the mile. We also had Like Chaos, 157 and 2, and there was only the 2 races there for the trotters. Moving over trotting horses and geldings, of course. And then the trotters, fillies and mares, we also had 2 paces. We saw Savannah's Dream winning in a 2:02 and 3, and Cash Deals winning in 2 minutes and 3/5. So we'll make sure we keep an eye on that, because pretty exciting stuff going on there in the City of London series. Leg 2 for the Pacers go down on Wednesday, May 17th. Leg 2 for the Trotters goes down Friday, May 19th. With both sets of finals going down Friday, May 26th, which is also the same day as the Camluck Classic and the other one we were talking about. My name's escaped me right now. Forest City Pace. So that'll be exciting stuff going on there. Ooh, it's hot in my apartment. I got to get my AC on, but it doesn't work right now. So next up, we have our horse in focus. We have Mollop Hanover. There she is. Looking good right there. Nice color horse there. Made it 3 for 3 lifetime with a huge 150 mile in her 3rd career start on Friday at Mohawk. The 3-year-old filly, trained by Anthony Beaton, made her career debut on April 20th and won by open lengths. She then doubled up on May 5th and was even more impressive in Friday's win. She scored by 3/4 of a length in a field that included OSS Gold winner Starlight Dancer and Ontario Sire Graduate Series champion Elisa's Delight, and OSS grassroots champion Grandeur Sealster. So here's a quick clip of us watching her do that.
Glenborough's in the pocket spot. Mollop Hanover on the outside third, still advancing. Grandeur Sealster back into fourth, and they're into the final eighth of the mile. Starlight Dancer trying to hold on. Here on the outside is Mollop Hanover. Mollop Hanover takes on Starlight Dancer. Starlight Dancer digs in. Mollop Hanover just too much. And it's Mollop Hanover who grinds her down late. She won it by half a length. Starlight Dancer gets high marks, a good second in 1:50.
Awesome. Yeah, she's definitely one to watch as the season progresses. Possibly a similar trajectory to Wawarwi Xenia last season, who started out impressing in condition events before moving to stakes company. And nice to see Glenborough. I love that horse just because it's named after Travis Cullen's hometown of Glenborough, Manitoba. It's always nice to see that horse getting a third place finish as well. Kind of moving along here. Another track opened up this weekend. Northside Downs opened up yesterday. The track in North Sydney, Nova Scotia, opened its doors for its 125th anniversary season of racing. Not many tracks can probably boast that. Probably most that can boast that are from the Maritimes. But the track is now owned by Harness Racing Cape Breton. The organization's president, Willie Seymour, expressed satisfaction at being in total control for the first time, which is always good to see. Racing will be held there every Saturday, 1 p.m. post time, Atlantic time, from now until mid-November. Sorry. A Better Man won the first winners over of the season in 2 minutes flat. Every race saw a unique winning driver and trainer. It's almost about time for me to wrap it up today. We have the Harness Link correspondent focus. Brad Reed, our boy Brad Reed, reported on the first winners from the Sire Volstead in Australia. Terry Gange also had a great story with the theme of the power of friendship in life and racing. Bruce Stewart covered a big upset in the Welcome Stakes in New Zealand. JB, our boy John Barry, tied together the cities of Oak Grove and Pompano Beach, the Palm, in his latest main attraction. Thomas Hicks, I got that one right, relayed action from all over Europe, most notably the victory of Honeck over Prix d'Amérique winner Etiono in France. Sorry, my French is terrible. Nicholas Barnsdale recapped Canadian racing as well, including every division of the City of London Series and the SBOA Stakes, Olymps, and more. I was quiet this week. I didn't get much. There was no Wi-Fi in the rink, so that's going to be my excuse of why I didn't get anything done. But you'll hear a lot from me this week. I have a lot I want to say. So that's a wrap for us here on a special Mother's Day edition of Harness News Live. We got a lot of great things coming up. Planning some live show events, which I'm going to throw a little tease out there. Hopefully to do some on-location stuff in the upcoming months. Until then, though, keep checking us out on Harness Link, our writing, our show. Thanks for everyone who watches and listens. I'm on behalf of Ace behind the keyboard and myself, Trey Colbeck. See you later. Goodbye.